It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another one, checking in. Guys, I don't know why my timeline is so bearish. I couldn't be more bullish enough, right? I'm gonna make this video really quick because I truly believe that the government, the new SEC, all the higher ups, the elites, I feel like they're too far in bed with crypto. And let me actually explain what that means, right? There's been a lot of institutional interest. I know you hear the cliche like the ETF flows and things of that sort, but kind of like walk with me real quick. With tokenization, right? Just look at what BlackRock is doing with Ondo, right? I believe that they're tokenizing treasuries and it's backed by bonds, right? Which are real yields, right? If I said that the other way around, please excuse me, feel free to correct me. But at the end of the day, the adoption is happening, right? And we truly haven't seen FOMO. And I honestly don't think a lot of those companies, a lot of those entities, a lot of those institutions have even made the money back, right? We got World Liberty Finance out there. We got Trump Token. We got so much to where you step back and you look at 2021, 2017, it's night and day when you think about regulation, right? And I believe there was more news that came out on regulation about cryptocurrencies, whether they're securities or not, right? That's neither here nor there. The point is, right now, we are seeing a transition from the dollar to digital assets. And I don't think it's something that people should want to miss out on, right? Whether this is the last leg, whether this is the start of a super cycle, I believe a lucrative part of whatever this is on the way. So I'm going to continue to be bullish, continue to add to my assets, whatever that may look like, right? I'm not here to shill any specific tokens, but what I'm saying is, this is a generational opportunity, and people have been saying this for years, right? I've said this for a couple of years, but now we're here. And I just feel like, just think about it. The government, they hold a lot of crypto as well that they've seized, right? No one has really made, the money they wanted to make in this cycle, right? Unless you're kind of like, well, I gotta make sure ain't no gators or nothing. But unless you're kind of like you got into a meme coin, you got lucky into one of these AI coins a little bit early. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that's happening that can reward us as long as we continue to have patience in the market. They will be moving to tokenize real estate, tokenize stocks. We're already seeing stocks being brought on chain, and everything's makes sense on chain because it's easier to track than the dollar, which one of the reasons we're in debt right now, right? So they can use some of the crypto that they've that they've compiled, right, over time to actually help with the US debt. That's just one thing, right? The rest of the countries across the world are already starting to like print and cut rates and things like that sort. So we could possibly also get a rate cut as well, right? We could actually get multiple rate cuts going into 2026. So like I said, regardless of where you feel like we're at in the market, that's not what this video is about. This video is more so about risk management and hustle, right? Your hustle, your ability to continue to move forward despite what the market gives you, right? Everything, like, look at all the utility projects that we talk about, whether it's artificial intelligence, whether it's data, whether it's ZBCN, which is tokenizing payroll, stuff like that. Like, everything seems to be moving on chain, right? Trump, the president, got 2 tokens, right? His family got a token, WLIF, whatever that is, right? And then he got Trump token, right? So it's like, it doesn't make sense, right? For them to tank this market, for everything to just go all wrong, because too many people are fully invested, right? They're fully committed to this cycle, right? So not only that, we seen yesterday that crypto can still run crazy. I think the Mitch token went to like 30 million in 4 hours. That was a meme coin, by the way, right? So I would expect with the tokenomic changes for creator fees with Pump Fund that you're gonna see an influx of creators transition into Pump Fund to stream, right? I even thought about it. I made a tweet about it. I'm like, should I take my stream and move it to Pump Fund? Because I currently stream on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and all of that. But I was thinking like Pump Fund, they pay a little bit more, so I can kind of like transition my stream, and my community can also win as well. So my community can get paid as well. So that's like I said, that's down the line, but it's definitely something that I've been thinking about, guys. This view is absolutely beautiful, by the way. So yeah, chill out. You don't gotta go crazy. Have a little bit of liquidity on the side if you want to make a move. But all of my models are saying long-term Bitcoin is still bullish. Long-term ETH is still bullish. In fact, short-term and mid-term, my model is telling me ETH and Solana are bullish now, right? But long-term Bitcoin is still bullish. Long-term, the total cryptocurrency market cap is still bullish. So we got to ask ourselves, right? Will we see an influx of liquidity, right? It all comes down to these ETF baskets, potential Solana ETFs. We seen crypto.com make a move of partnering with the Trump media. So like, with all this stuff happening, y'all think like they just putting all this money in the crypto just to lose it? You just think that they just said, hey, so many people laugh when we say 10 trillion, $11 trillion total market cap for crypto. But you really think that they making all of these moves, right? The SEC is literally doing interviews right now for the next chairman, right? So they're getting ready to replace, well, not the SEC, but they're looking to replace Jay Powell, right? They're looking to replace Jay Powell. So we'll just have to see if he continues to play, cat and mouse with the whole Fed cut things. But that's not neither here nor there. The point of this video is to remind you that a lot of people are in bed in crypto. And if you think that they are putting billions and trillions of dollars up just to lose it all, you got another thing coming. I've talked about this a lot, right? How, I've watched people in cryptocurrencies. Yes, people in cryptocurrencies, net worth do erode. But if you do this thing the right way, your net worth can increase, right? Even in an environment where we're in a, kind of everything's being restrictive, right? I talk to people in real life. People in real life, they don't understand. They like, Millie, how are you doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been grinding, and my money stays the same, but you consistently continue to level up. And like I said, that's not a shot to anybody out there. Like, I work hard for mine. I think a lot of people who's watching these videos work hard for theirs, but just delayed gratification and just continue work, putting forth an effort, showing up each and every day. The more that you show up each and every day and you put forth effort and positive energy, usually you're going to get positive results. So I'm not too much worried about the cryptocurrency market. I've been a buyer here, preparing for the next leg up. I just can't see a world where all of these millionaires and billionaires are putting all of this money into digital assets and in the new financial system just to come up short, just to lose it all, right? The country is already in debt. It really makes no sense. So my end game here is to have a successful next leg and a very lucrative next leg. A few narratives that I am paying attention to: robotics, prediction markets, RWAs, artificial intelligence, and of course, creator coins. I think creator coins, like this new upgrade that Pump Fund just did, where it allows the creators, right, to not even add any type of equity to their brand by buying the token. You just go out there and stream, you don't buy the token, and you earn rewards, right? And you can utilize these rewards to, further grow your brands, further grow your production, whatever that may be. But we seen it yesterday that these creator coins are a thing. And if you got talent and you not, like, it's like this. It's like, okay, if you got talent, my thing is, if you got talent, right, and you stream whatever, right, just go for it. Just go for it. I even had to tell myself that. I've been kind of like battling with myself of moving my streams over to Pump Fund. But again, we seen it yesterday that a few creator coins pop up. There's going to be more creators that are hungry, that are going to allow themselves opportunity through these coins. And as buyers, as people that's investing in these coins, we can push this thing up and really send this narrative to the next level. I mean, again, Mitch coin went to $30 million market cap in literally 4 hours, guys. So that's pretty much everything that I got. We'll continue to monitor the market. We'll continue to monitor the macro, job daily, PMI, whatever you think that we need to monitor, we will. continue to monitor that, but I don't think it's over with. In fact, I think it's far from over with, right? I think that this cycle will extend longer than people think. I think the next leg will be way more lucrative than people think, and I just can't see a world where people are putting up all this money and emotionally invested into this cycle for it just to end up being a dud. I don't know, chat. Let me know what you think. Make sure that you like, subscribe. Go over there and follow me on X. Follow my Twitch. Follow my Kick. Follow my YouTube, and we'll talk about pump. But anyway, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. I'm gonna enjoy this view. I'm gonna holla at y'all later.